Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Griffin's Play. Today, we are doing NHL 2026 draft predictions. It's going to be a big draft. I'm excited for it. With pick number 1, the Toronto Maple Leafs. I've been thinking about this a lot. It's going to be Gavin McKenna or Ivar Stenberg. Like if you think Stenberg's going to get drafted by Toronto, but subscribe if you think McKenna's going to get drafted by Toronto. I think it could go either way, but Toronto being Toronto, they're probably going to mess up and trade it, and maybe trade the pick or something. That's like really unrealistic, but I think they're going to go with Gavin McKenna. He's a good young player who fits the Toronto Maple Leafs. Obviously, a while back, I thought he was automatically the first overall pick. Like, there was no shot anyone else was going to draft him. He was going to drop lower. But here we are today, and he might not even go number 1. The Toronto Maple Leafs trading the first overall pick. That was a joke. That was a joke. Trust me, guys. Yeah, I was joking. Okay, pick number 2, the San Jose Sharks. I have San Jose going with Ivar Stenberg. Probably not much of a surprise. He could go number 1, but I have him going number 2 to San Jose. He's a great player, and I really like him, obviously, in franchise modes. Keep in mind, Utah coming out very soon, second one, falling very behind a lot. But he's a very good young player, and in franchise mode, he also swims very well, but that's kind of off topic since that's a video game. Okay, pick number 3 with the Vancouver Canucks, or Canucks. I have them going with this player for multiple reasons. Caleb Malhotra. Reason 1, he's just a very good player. He's very promising, great at the center dot. Vancouver kind of needs that. And another reason is Caleb Malhotra's dad is also now a coach of Vancouver. I think he's going to probably get drafted by Vancouver. Also, I just want to say this video does not include any trades that happen. Alright, pick number 4, the Chicago Blackhawks. Wait, is that Bowen Byram? Alright, the actual pick number 4 is the Buffalo Sabres. As they traded Bowen Byram for the 4th overall pick in this draft. But I see Buffalo going with Vigo Bjork. Also, there are some very hard names to pronounce coming up, so don't hate on me if I butcher a name or 2, or 3, or 4. Maybe even 5, who knows. But Vigo Bjork, he can play center, left wing, I'm pretty sure. Maybe center, right wing, I don't forget exactly. I know he can play center and on the wings. But, Buffalo could really use someone who could be on the second line scoring behind, what's his name? Tage Thompson and Zach Benson. Mainly just because they sent away Alex Tuch. Literally, I just got the notification just now. Okay, moving on. To the 5th overall pick in the New York Rangers. As much as I'm an Islanders fan, this one hurts to see. Chase Reed. I really wanted the Islanders to get Chase Reed. But I see Chase Reed dropping to the 5th overall pick and getting taken by the Rangers. They need someone to play quarterback on that second power play. And he can be a great player. I have nothing bad to say about Chase Reed. A lot of bad stuff to say about the Rangers, but not Chase Reed. Okay, moving on to pick number 6 in the Calgary Flames. I have them going with Carson Karros. He's a good defenseman that would slot in well with what they're building. Obviously, they just got Simon Mitch yesterday. And they also have Kevin Ball, who I don't know if he's going to stay around long term, but he'd be a pretty good defenseman for them. They also have, what's his name, Zane Parekh. They're building a good young team, Calgary's decor. Offense, not so much. That's kind of dookie. But, alright, pick number 7 in the Seattle Kraken. Jason Robertson just declined an offer, I'm pretty sure. Right, wasn't it? $15 million or something? I don't remember. Okay, moving on. I think I'm going with Keaton Verhoff. Wait, yeah, he's just gonna, wait, hold up. And stop. No, okay, wait, hold up. Okay, Keaton Verhoff. Ignore that, what just happened. He's a good young player. Why do I keep saying young players? They're all young players. That's just how I talk. He's a good young player who I think will go in well with what Seattle's building. Alright, moving on to pick number 8 in the Winnipeg Jets. I have Winnipeg actually going with Albert Smits. He's a good defenseman who I think Winnipeg needs a lot. Like, they have Josh Morrissey. You have Neil Pionk. Dylan DeMello? I mean, they don't have many very good defensemen. And Albert Smits, he covers that role for a good second pair guy I could see in the future. Maybe even first. Okay, moving on with it. Pick 9, the San Jose Sharks. They just got that from Ottawa. Well, technically, Ottawa got that pick from Florida, who got that. Well, so Brady Tkachuk was traded to Ottawa. No, to Florida. Oh my God, he was traded from from Ottawa to Florida. And they got the 9th overall pick. Then the Ottawa Senators traded the 9th overall pick and gave it to San Jose for William Eklund and 2 prospects, who I forget the names of. Okay, but with the 9th overall picks, the San Jose Sharks are going to be drafting Daxon Rudolph. He's a good defenseman, right shot defenseman too. Wait, right shot? I don't know. I know he plays right side. I don't know if he's a right shot defenseman. I don't even know what right shot defenseman means. It just sounds like it's cool. Yeah. Okay, but Daxon Rudolph to the San Jose Sharks would be a great addition to the defense. He was captain of, I don't know. Also, if any of these images aren't of the images of the actual players, I'm sorry. I didn't have much time to look at them because, like, the NHL draft is very soon and stuff. Okay, but Daxon Rudolph to the San Jose Sharks would be a great draft pick. Okay, now pick number 10 to the Nashville Predators. This is where things get interesting because I think a whole bunch of players could go in from, like, the 10 to 15 range here. Maybe even, like, 9 to 15 range. But I have the Nashville Predators drafting Tynan Lawrence. He seems like a pretty good player, and Nashville needs somebody to fill in when, like, some of their older forwards or need to get traded. Like, they have a lot of veterans. They need some younger players in there, here and there. Okay, pick 11, the St. Louis Blues. God, this slides off center. First St. Louis Blues pick. The next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks, I think. Okay, pick 11, the St. Louis Blues. I'm going with Malte Gustafsson. Yeah, hopefully I said his name right, somewhat right, hopefully. But he's a good defenseman, and they need defensemen. Obviously, they traded Falk, and Parenko's getting older and could leave the team. And a few other guys, I forgot the names. But they're not important. Malte Gustafsson would be a great defenseman for the St. Louis Blues. Okay, moving on to pick 12 in the New Jersey Devils. Obviously, another rival to the Islanders. I really wanted the Islanders to get him, but Ethan Belches to the New Jersey Devils. He'd be a great, I could see, second-line player, maybe even first-line player playing with Jack Hughes in the future. Okay, moving on to pick 13 in the New York Islanders, and I see them going with forward Wyatt Cullen. He seems like a pretty good player, although I've never heard of him except for Team USA. But I feel like he'll go in well because the Islanders desperately need more forwards. Well, not really, because they do have a bunch of good players. But that's besides the point. I could see him play first, second line minutes in the future with like Yzerman and Eklund, all of those younger players that they have. Okay, moving on to pick 14 in the Columbus Blue Jackets. Oh, I forgot to fix this side, but okay. The guy of the Columbus Blue Jackets selecting with pick 14, Ryan Lynn. Never heard of him before until now. Maybe I should start paying more attention to stuff, but he seems like a good player, and I think Columbus could use him. Oh yeah, now I remember. Because Zach Werenski might leave the team. They need a new defenseman that could play for Zach Werenski if he leaves the team. That's what I was going at there. Okay. Pick 15, the St. Louis Blues. I wouldn't be overly surprised if they trade any of the rest of their picks, but I have St. Louis drafting Nikita Klepov. He's a pretty good young player. I keep saying young player. Dang it. Okay, he seems like a pretty good younger. You get the point. He could fit in with St. Louis. I feel good in the middle six. Obviously, they just traded Jordan Kyrou. Ovechkin's coming back for one more season. I already know it because they're building a super team, trying to get him one more cup. Okay, well, that's besides this point. Nikita Klepov could definitely play some middle six minutes, and if needed, top line minutes. Moving on to pick 16, and who's surprised? The St. Louis Blues. Whoa. Okay, but I have the St. Louis Blues drafting Alexander Command. It might just be Command, but like no one gonna change names. It's probably Command. Okay, it's probably Alexander Command. But I feel like he's a good player who could fit in with the St. Louis Blues, and again, I wouldn't be overly surprised if they trade this pick. Okay, pick 17 in the Los Angeles Kings. Wait, I forget who. Oh yeah, J.P. Hurlbert. He's projected a little bit lower in the draft, but he seems like a very good player, and I definitely see LA not wanting to miss up on the chance to maybe get a Kopitar replacement. Okay, pick 18 in the Washington Capitals. Again, won't be overly surprised if any of the rest of these picks get traded away, except a few of them. But I have the Washington Capitals go with Oscar Hemming. He'll be a good young player in the future who could probably play some middle six minutes, probably third line. I would see him playing at though. Okay, pick 19 in the Utah Mammoth. I have Utah going with Oliver Suvanto. He looks pretty good, I think. He didn't have the best year in whatever league he played in. I forget. I think it was him. Maybe. I don't really remember. But, yeah, Oliver Suvanto. Alright, pick 20 in the Buffalo Sabres I got from the San Jose Sharks, I'm pretty sure. From Michael Kessler a while back. I have them going with this dude. Not even, I'm gonna try. Okay. Xavier Villanueva. Yep, that's his name. Okay, again, I wouldn't be overly surprised if Buffalo trades this pick, but he could be a very good young player, probably playing hockey, hopefully. I don't know. I didn't do much studying on this guy. Okay, Philadelphia Flyers and pick number 21. Adam Novotny. He's pretty good, I think. His name's cool. But I feel like he would get picked in 21, especially if Hurlbert's off the board. Alright, pick 22 and the Pittsburgh Penguins. I am going with, oh wait, that's too far. Elton Hermanson. Yep. I forget why I chose him. Wait. Okay, now I remember. He had a very cool name, and if, like, what's his name? I forget. I keep forgetting the guy. J.P. Hurlbert's still not on the board, because, like, he could still be on the board around this range, where he's projected at, but I don't think he will be. Elton Hermanson is a very good player who could fit in with Pittsburgh. Alright, pick 23 in the Boston Bruins. I'm only saying fit in with the teams because I forget which position some of them play. Alright, Ilya Morozov. Yeah, so if you're wondering why it says, Getty Images, well, I looked it up about 15 billion times, and this is the only images that came up. Oh, wait, that says Getty, or Getty, wait, I can't read right now. Okay, moving on. Pick 24 in the Vancouver Canucks. I have Vancouver going with Liam Ruck. Now, I wouldn't be overly surprised if they try and get Marcus Ruck, but I think they're going to go with Liam Ruck. He's very good, played for Medicine Hat, and, yeah. I usually go with him and be a pro career. I don't remember his name, though. Okay, moving on to pick 25 in the Ottawa Senators. If Liam Ruck is off the board, which he probably will be, I have Ottawa going with Maxim Daginas. Okay, Maddox Dagnus, hopefully I said his name right. He looks like a pretty good player. Again, Ottawa might trade this pick because they trade stuff. Like they traded Brady Tkachuk, they traded the 9th overall pick, but I feel like he would go well in the middle 6. I think he's a forward. I don't remember. Middle 6 or second pair D or something. Man, I'm really bad at this. Okay, moving on. Pick 26 in the New York Rangers. I have the New York Rangers going with this pick. If they don't trade it, Tommy Blell. Yes, I know this one. He's a forward, I think. Okay, I feel like he would be good middle 6 again. Probably second or third line, which is the middle 6. But, he seems like a pretty good player. I remember him from USA. He played hockey. Okay, moving on to pick 27 in the San Jose Sharks. This pick might be traded, but if it's not, Marcus Ruck I see going to Minnesota. I'm not Minnesota. Did I just say Minnesota? I mean San Jose. I saw the M and I thought Minnesota. Okay, Marcus Ruck goes to San Jose. Yeah, so Marcus Ruck, he's a good player just like his brother. And, I definitely see Vancouver maybe making a move. But maybe that's just me wanting the Rucks on Vancouver. Hey, I'm just hoping he dropped back to the second round and gets drafted with the 33rd overall. But I think he's going to go to San Jose if they don't trade the pick. Like, I could definitely see a trade being Elias Pettersson, maybe a little bit more, to San Jose or something for this pick and get more, so the Canucks can get Marcus Ruck. Okay, moving on to pick 28 in the stupid Canadiens. Yeah, I hate the Canadiens because I'm also part Bruins fan. But, I have the Montreal Canadiens going with Matthias Preston. I've heard of the guy before. That's a good thing. But, I think he would be a good third-line player, possibly. Okay, pick 29, and who's surprised? The St. Louis Blues. Or the St. Louis Blues, however you like it. Yeah, if they don't trade this pick, which they probably will, I see them going with Marcus Nordmark. He has a cool name. I like Nordmark. And Marcus is spelled different than Marcus Ruck. That's like all I know about this dude. But he has diff on his hockey jersey. Maybe that means difference. Okay, I'm moving on to pick 30 in the Calgary Flames. That was weird. Brooks Rodowski. I think that's how you say his name. Or wait, no, Rogowiski. Oh wait, I got this. Rogo Wski. Okay, he seems like a good player. That's like, oh, Dave & Buster's. I didn't notice that before, but hopefully that's him. I don't know. Okay, but I feel like he would go well with Calgary in their forward core. Pick 31. Oh wait, this isn't supposed to be here. Oh well, pick 31. The Carolina Hurricanes. I have the Hurricanes drafting Jack Hextall. He's a good center who I could definitely see him playing. Wait, what's it called? Second line center minutes. Finally, the last pick of this video. Pick 32 in the Ottawa Senators. If they don't trade this pick, William Hannison. He is projected pick 30 in the website I was looking at. I forget what it's called. But I just don't see him going 30th. Rago Wski and Hextall, I just think are a little bit better. Yeah, so this was the last player in this video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and in the comments below, let us know who you think is gonna get drafted, and what are your thoughts on these predictions. Bye. I just want to wait till it's 20 minutes long. Yeah, I just want to wait till it's exactly